All right. Let me turn this off before I get copyright. What is up, y'all? I hope y'all can hear me. Um, Let me see. So, let me see. Today I'm gonna be talking about the whole Tasha K. Um, the, it's resurfaced. This whole Tasha K versus um Lovely T thing has resurfaced. They had the whole Lions Den confrontation, and I just want to talk about a few things, right? Because I try to be neutral when I talk about, like, these commentators such as Tasha K and Lovely T, but I'm just finding it really hard to be neutral in this case. Like, I gotta call out BS when I see it. Tasha K has been doing some crazy stuff. Now she pulls this thing where she essentially pulls a Monique, is what I feel like she did. Um, Sorry, I'm drinking Mexican Coca-Cola, so a little belch. but yeah, she essentially pulls a Monique, and she releases a phone call, a private phone call between her and Lovely T. Like, Lovely T had no idea she was being recorded, of course. Tasha K, of course, knows she's recording this conversation. So, of course, she acts accordingly. Of course, she steers the conversation, and she tries to get Lovely T to say certain things, but the lovely the audio wasn't incriminating at all, as far as I'm concerned, on Lovely T's behalf. What did it prove? It reminded me of the Monique phone call with Tyler Perry, I think, where she basically browbeat him to the point where he was trying to be nice and trying to be supportive, and she just browbeat him and browbeat him and browbeat him until the point that he couldn't even, he was just like, all right, look, I don't know what you want me to do. And I feel like that's what Tasha K essentially did. She just kept going around and around and around and around. Well, you did this and this person did that, and now they're saying this and that, and like around and around, and all you hear is Lovely T basically saying, like, look, I didn't do anything like that. I didn't go to Malibu and tell him to drag you. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you. I I don't even know. Like, she just seemed very honest, and you would think if somebody was not realizing that they were being recorded, that they would maybe slip up and say something. There was nothing that she said that made me look at her like, oh, okay, she's dirty, or she's doing something dirty. It just made you look dirty, Tasha. It made you look dirty. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I The first thing about this is, like, when you did the Star Marie interview, you said you believed this girl. You said her story was detailed. Then you're on the phone call telling Lovely T that you feel this girl is mentally ill. So you took advantage of her knowing she was mentally ill, told us that you felt like she was telling the truth, later came out and said you knew that her story was not all the way true, but somehow we're supposed to trust you. I can't. Hey, Michelle's daughter, you didn't miss much. I just got into this whole conversation about Tasha K and how I feel like she's pulling kind of like a Monique with this whole releasing of this phone call. Remember when Monique, she released that phone call between her and Tyler Perry, and it didn't prove anything except that she basically browbeat him the whole conversation. I feel like Tasha K did the same thing with this whole phone call. It didn't make Lovely T look bad. It made Tasha look really bad because, A, who records your friend, quote unquote friend, to try to, manipulate them, to try to make them look a certain way? And then, oh, you didn't listen to it yet? Honestly, there's not really any need to because it doesn't improve anything. I feel like I wasted my time listening to that thing. And it was a long conversation. It's a long conversation where they talk about the whole Star Marie thing, and like she felt like, essentially, she felt like Lovely T told Malibu to trash her. Whereas Lovely T was saying, look, I didn't tell that man to do anything. He has his own mind. Oh, you unsubscribed to from them last week. Yeah, I've been unsubscribed from Tasha. I recently went back and watched her video about Jada Pinkett, and that irritated me as well because in that video that she does about Jada Pinkett, she says that Jada Pinkett preyed on August Alsina, took advantage of him knowing that he had an addiction. And I'm just like, no, she did not prey on this man. This man is a grown man who wanted to get involved with her if they really were involved. Just because he hasn't had an addiction in the past doesn't mean he's not of sound mind to make his own decisions of who he wants to be in a relationship with. But Tasha, you on the other hand, you have some nerve to call Jada a manipulator or somebody who's preying on somebody when you essentially preyed on Star Marie. If she was mentally ill, as you put it, why would you interview a mentally ill person and then you led the whole conversation with all these leading questions, leading her in the direction in which you wanted her to go, had her say all these things, co-signed what she was saying. Oh, I believe her, blah blah blah. Only later to say that you didn't believe everything that she said. Like there's so many lies, so many lies. You manipulated Lovely T in the same way on that phone call, Tasha. You got on that phone and you were trying to lead her with these things that you were saying and these questions, and she just wasn't going where you wanted her to go. And you kept taking her around and around like you were trying to make her dizzy to say something to incriminate herself, and she never did. Like, what kind of person does that? I just, then she talks shit about Malibu on the phone call with Lovely T. She says that Malibu hasn't gotten anywhere in all this time sitting in his closet making wigs or whatever she said about him. Tasha K, do you know how popular, how successful Malibu is, like in real life? Like, and you know what Malibu has that you don't have, Tasha, is credibility. When Malibu says something, I believe that he is honest. I don't question it the way that anytime Tasha says something, there's no way that I'm gonna take it at face value. The first thing I'm gonna do is question it. Yeah, I love Malibu too. And I'm not saying that because I love him. I'm saying that because it's the truth. I feel like a lot of people like him because they can tell that he's honest and he's credible. When he doesn't just say things to get clicks and views, but that's exactly what Tasha does. Everything she says, everything she does is about trending the fucking internet. And like even on the phone call, she kept bringing that up. Oh, me and you broke the internet, T. Da da da. And like T wasn't even really saying much. She was just like, yeah. Like there was never a time when she was like, yeah, we planned this and it. Never. She was just letting Tasha rant the whole time. Malibu has like that credibility that you will never have. So it's like you can talk shit about him, but nobody believes anything you say. You said Tasha is so competitive. She's always watching everyone subscribe. I know. It's like, and that's the thing I don't get. When people talk about other people's subscribers, I think that's so stupid because that's assuming that everybody wants subscribers or that everybody's putting the same amount of effort into it when everybody isn't. Everybody isn't putting uh hours and hours of work into their channel to grow their channel. Some people are, so of course they're gonna grow faster. I mean, I know me myself, I haven't put much work into my channel at all. And it shows. Like, I don't have a lot of subscribers. But I'm sure if I put more work and time and effort into it, I would. But when people are like, oh, you don't have subscribers, like, yeah, I know. Like, everybody's not on that same goal, on that same time frame. But yeah, oh, okay, so I want to make these points about Tasha K because the I don't understand how people can still support her and believe what she's saying. The other thing she did that was like so questionable and so just rubbed me the wrong way is when she was arguing on that slumber party with Malibu, and Malibu said, clearly said, "Oh, you mad, bitch? Oh, da, da," and like he said something about bitch, but he wasn't saying like, "Oh, you black bitch." Da, da. She turns around and says that he said she's a black bitch. He never said anything like that. He said, "Are you mad, bitch?" Because at that point they were heated argument. She turns around and says, "Oh, why you calling me a black bitch? Why you calling me a black bitch?" Knowing that there's all these people listening. That that is beyond dirty. Cause now, and I take offense to this as a dark skinned woman because I understand there are people out there that will call you a black bee, but if nobody's doing that to you, for you to jump up and try to throw that out there as a way to like weaponize, like like, oh my goodness, it's like you're weaponizing your dark skin. Why would you do that? I can understand defending your skin if somebody really is attacking you, but to use it as a way to try to like make somebody look like they're colorist when they're not, like, who does that? It's like you make it harder for women who are trying to defend themselves against people who really are colorist and who do try to demean you, you know, using your skin color to try to demean you. It really, yeah, I agree, Shella. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Who just jumps out of nowhere and says, "Oh, you called me a black bitch," when clearly he did not. Everybody in the chat knew, well, not everybody, but most people in the chat knew that he didn't say that. Like, who weaponizes their skin color against somebody in that way? Like, oh, that was just sick. That was sick. And that's like just yet another example of how this person is like just dirty and like underhanded. And I can't believe that, you know, this is what people buy into and they like really believe the things this person is saying. Like, it's not surprising that she fell out with daytime tea time. She falls out with everybody. She's that common denominator. At this point, you know, she said she started Lovely T's tea line just because she gave her some advice. Like, I I just I just think it's really interesting how this whole thing is playing out. Like, I'm just waiting to see what happens next because ugh, and it's like, she's gonna continue to grow. She's gonna continue to do what she does, I don't doubt that. But I just have to say something about it because I'm just sitting looking like, what is going on? Like, everybody else is saying their piece as well. I've watched a few videos. I try not to watch too many because I just wanted to come with my own opinions on this. But I just really wanted to make a few points that I hadn't heard other people make because I'm just like, can we really wake up and see this person for who they are? If you're gonna watch her for entertainment and support her, that's your business. I don't find that entertaining though, but That's your business. But we have to be able to see the truth for the from the BS and be able to tell the difference. Because this is nothing but BS. Like it's ridiculous. Um, and then she's so strategic how she got all these other smaller channels that she goes on to. And Lovely T made a good point. I had watched her live that she did with Linus of Judah last night, I think it was. She said how, she goes onto these pages, Tasha, and it might be a person who was like talking mad shit about them before. But as soon as Lovely T gets on their phone or gets in their chat, all of a sudden it's all this different energy. All of a sudden it's, oh, she ain't that bad, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I see that. I see that, like, it's crazy. Not everybody, because some people like Linus of Judah, they keep that same energy. But a lot of people I've seen, um, like I remember when SB used to talk mad shit about her. Soon as she slid in his chat, got on his phone, all of a sudden he was cool with everything with her. And I'm just like, people be so fake. Like, if you don't like somebody and you don't like the shit they're doing, why is it different now that they're on your platform? Now all of a sudden they cool. I don't know. I just, it's crazy. It is crazy. But yeah, I think that she has some nerve to talk about Jada Pinkett when she's clearly a manipulator. You're taping your friends' phone calls and all that. Like anybody that wants to get up into bed with Tasha K at this point, you already know what's coming. You already know what's coming. Don't say nothing on the phone with her because she's probably recording you. Don't expect her loyalty from her over business, because if it comes down to business and her friendship with you, she's gonna toss her friendship with you right out the window. She don't care. Um, that's how it's looking. When that whole thing went down with her and Armand, that was crazy. And I remember watching Armand, and I also thought Armand was he reminds me of Tasha in a way, because I feel like he also capitalized off of their breaking up of their friendship. Because as soon as stuff started to turn left, he got right on live and started blasting her, started talking mad shit about her, started going in on her. Like, he got right in front of it. And she did the same thing with Daytime Tea Time. She didn't blast her in a negative way. She tried to kind of spin it and be like, oh, I just don't want to be friends because I feel like things are getting messy. You were trying to get in front of it because you didn't want to look like the bad guy, because you always do. But Armand, I don't think he cares about looking like the bad guy. And I didn't like what he said about daytime tea time when he was going in on her. That makes you look like a sucker, Armand, for real. Cause I kind of like Armand, but I'm starting not to like him because I'm just like, how you get on there calling tea time dumb time tea time, saying um she's dumb, and oh, how could she be friends with Tasha K? Is she dumb? Blah, blah, blah. Armand, you were friends with Tasha K as well, and you admitted that you really thought y'all were friends. You really thought y'all were friends, and you were upset and offended that she basically was like, "We were never friends." That really upset you. So how can you even judge Candace when you were in that same position, just because now you've saw the light? Of course you have, because you had no choice. You had no choice. She threw you under the bus. She threw you out. So of course now you know your right from your left. You know that she ain't the one to be friends with, and that y'all were never friends. So let Candace go through what she has to go through without you talking crap about her. It just was bitch made. I didn't like how he went at her at all. Um, talking about, oh, she doesn't have it. She doesn't have it. Have what? Everybody doesn't do that whole style of like trash talk, gossip, delivery that he does. She's a different type. She don't like to curse. She doesn't. There's an audience for someone like Candace. who doesn't want to hear that type of stuff all the time, you know? So I definitely feel like um Candace has an audience. And she does have something. She has a really likable personality. And she's not like Armand, but everybody's different. There's an audience for everyone on YouTube. Whether you're loud and boisterous and animated, or whether you're soft spoken and like, you know, analytical, and you talk, from a more calm standpoint, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. These YouTubers is just, they wilding out here. Like, sometimes I don't know what's gonna happen next, honestly. He said he hates Candace. I wonder why he hates Candace. He tried to make it seem like she did something to him, but I don't remember anything happening with them. But anyway, that's basically all the points that I wanted to hit concerning this situation with Tasha K, Lovely T, and the phone call that she released, some of the things that's been going on surrounding these gossip vloggers. Ugh, why I feel out of breath. But yeah, thank you, Michelle's daughters, for stopping through. I am about to go. I see there's somebody else in here, but I guess they're not talking. But hey, um, I just wanted to make this video, and I didn't want to have space to record it and do all that, so I was like, I'm just go live. I fairly knew Subby through Raw Honesty listening in the back. Oh, hi, MJAK. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you for saying hi, though. Raw Honesty. Oh, is that how you found me? I don't even know that channel. I gotta look it up. Raw Honesty. I think I've seen that name before, though. Did she say something about me, or did was it just in the recommended? Just curious. But yeah, hope y'all are having a good Sunday, though. I just had a good ass cheeseburger, so I'm about to finish my Coca-Cola and go chill. Recommended? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for subbing. I just recently reached 1,100 subscribers, and like, I just wanted to. I'm probably gonna make another video saying thank you and just hanging out. Hopefully, some people stop by. Um, but yeah, I just recently reached 1,100, and like, 11 is like my number throughout my life. That's been my number for various reasons. So 1,100 is like what I wanted when I wanted to celebrate. I didn't celebrate 1,000, but I want to celebrate 1,100. Thank you, Michelle's daughter. Thank you, MJ. Yeah, so we're gonna try to post more regularly, and I got some all other content and things coming, but I definitely want to share my opinion on all this mess because this stuff be better than TV sometimes. It's better than television at this point. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all have a good Sunday. And I'll probably be back live sometime soon this week. I want to try to do this more often. Your name is Michelle too. You got two Michelles. Yeah, so this is the Michelle live. Okay, well, that's what's up. We got Michelle's daughter and Michelle. That's what's up. Lisa Mack. Hey, Lisa Mack. Hey, and Tanka. Oh my gosh. Okay, so y'all are the real ones because I see y'all a lot. I see Michelle's daughter, Lisa Mack. I see you a lot, and Tanka Vision. I see you a lot. So I just want to shout y'all out real quick because y'all are real, and I appreciate y'all coming through. I really do. Thank you, Tanka. Yeah, the family is good. The family is good. This is Autism Awareness Month. It's almost over, so I want to do a video with my son, probably tonight or tomorrow, just because he has autism, just to talk, give him a little interview, because I think that's a good way to spread awareness. Is just to, because a lot of people don't really understand autism, so I think it'd be cool just to see what he's like, and you know, I want to share that soon. So hopefully y'all check that out. I think it's important for everybody to kind of, you know, be aware, because there's so many kids out here now with autism, and awareness is really important. But anywho, much love to y'all. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.